Today we're doing best ball draft. We don't normally do this, but it's fun. It's one of those things where you set it up, you draft, and then the computer does everything for you. Starts and sits and all that jazz. So we can't see each other's screen. You can see ours. Prefaces that. But you can kind of see how we're going to navigate this as, traditional fantasy and football analysts. This is my first time. Well, I've done this before. I did it once 2 years ago. But it's not something I really pay attention to. So we're in the same lobby. I am Mr. Master Monkey.
I'm Alex.
And Alex got the 101. I got 10.
Oh, I did get the one? Nah. All right. I'll get back to back. I like that.
So you can kind of see how we're going to navigate. I like this because we're on opposite spectrums here. Different strategies depending on.
All right, so you're at the back end. I like that back end pick. I usually like my drafts more when I'm there.
Yeah, I think it's a good year for running backs, but they're going to go fast.
They do.
With Best Ball League, typically you're looking for upside more than anything else.
My guy, Dalvin Cook. I think he is going to be the number one running back this year. McCaffrey, Henry.
I'm going to assume these guys are going to drop
Henry.
off the board.
I don't think Henry should be third.
He's a monster. I think Saquon should get higher than where he's going, though. Granted, I guess he's injury prone now, but if he's healthy, which is what you got to expect in a new league season, he's probably my top 3 anyway.
Yeah.
Easy. Just because he can catch. He usually does good in games where you can't run the ball, which is, problems when you have a running back.
Jonathan Taylor, 6. I like it. I see a lot of Kelsey early here, which I don't like to take.
I'm not even looking at any other position for my number 1 draft pick. Kelsey's right there.
There you go.
That's good. Draft me. Give me a wide receiver, because that'll give me a better pick at running back, which I'm going to take regardless.
Yeah. I like Zeke right here. I think he's going to have a solid year. At least he should.
I think Joe Mixon's going to have the best season of the ones left, as long as he stays healthy, just because of that schedule. But can't go wrong with Zeke, Elliott.
Hill even. That upside alone, that's huge.
Nick Chubb isn't bad. Aaron Jones isn't bad. But the problem with Aaron Jones is got to have the quarterback.
Yeah, but Chubb has Hunt there. That caps his upside. He still has massive upside.
Still
it's
running
capped.
back 1.
Yeah.
Even with him there.
The difference between him and Elliott, I think, is a good difference.
I think the safest pick here depends on a lot of different things. I don't think Chubb's going to get hurt. I don't know if Aaron Jones is as good without Aaron Rodgers.
He should run it back if Rodgers is there. He'd probably be the best pick if all things went good.
Yeah, I'm going to have to go with Joe Mixon.
All right. A little early, but I can see that.
If I can actually get him. I think it's a little early, but I think he's just, in my opinion, safer.
I guess.
If I can come back and grab...
Ball, I'm not trying to play it safe.
If I can come back and grab one of these guys, my next pick, because I'm just 4 picks away, I'll feel better about it.
So you like getting the 2 running backs?
If I'm going to be late in the first round, yeah, because then I can kind of drop off running back for a while everybody goes on that run.
A.J. Brown, there you go. Second receiver taken.
I hope he doesn't take Aaron Jones. Because if he takes Aaron Jones, I might have to diverge.
What about Gibson?
There's a lot of people in that tier. I think I can grab one of them on the way back.
On the way back?
But Aaron Jones is on a tier of his own. So I would take him. I'll take Aaron Jones.
All right. Those are some good running backs.
And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab some of these and highlight them. Because when I come back, I know, I can kind of gauge where the running backs are. So I know when to come back to that position.
At this point, if Rodgers still plays, look at Devonta Adams. This is a steal for a guy like this who was going in the first rounds last year. I'm not a big fan of Eckler this year.
I think he'll do fine as long as he can stay healthy, because they will quickly replace him.
Gibson's still there.
Yeah, there's a pretty big drop off, I think, at that point.
He's still got Kittle.
Yeah, I'm looking at the running backs.
Kittle makes it to me. I might take Kittle another running back.
So I starred a bunch of these running backs, so now I know when to come back to them. Because once these start dropping off the board, I can kind of gauge when I need to come back.
Fields, Clyde. There you go.
So I'm really torn at this part of the draft, because you either want to solidify the quarterback and tight end, and then just dog haul your position at wide receiver, or kind of have a mix. I think there's a lot of quarterbacks though, so if anything, I do a tight end potentially.
I mean, if Kittle can make it one more pick to me, I'll take him happily.
Yeah, I mean, that's kind of what I was saying. If Kittle makes it all the way.
But now I have one running back, I have one tight end, and I don't really like the running backs that are there that much, but I do like Justin Jefferson, and Kittle did make it to me, so that's nice. So I think I might take Jefferson and Kittle, but that really kind of hurts my running backs, though.
I think there's a
need
gap.
To start too.
There's a gap, and then there's a lot of good running backs.
He took Swift. I would have taken Swift. I'll take Kittle right now.
You know, I still stand by Swift is a little bit risky.
He is a little bit risky. They got guys back there that can take his job.
Or at
but
least
he's
split.
got the first crack, yeah. I guess I'll go with Justin Jefferson. He's going to be good this year.
I like Darren Waller, but I wouldn't put him... Would you put him up with Kittle and Kelsey?
I would. I think it's those three, and then it drops to around Andrews and Hawkinson.
I think Waller, Andrews, and Hawkinson are on their own tier underneath those two.
I think Waller's done enough to separate himself. I think he's just a better receiver all around. Although Hawkinson is coming on pretty strong.
I really like Terry McLaurin this year with Fitzmagic.
Yeah. I don't like Sanders. I think in Bestball, late in the draft, Kenny Gainwell is a pretty good pick with a lot of upside to take that job, or at least get half of it.
Looking at my options, I think I might actually just flip over to quarterback if they take Terry McLaurin.
Really?
Because a lot of these guys I think I could grab later. It's all about value, baby.
Not going to take another running back?
No, I'm going to wait a bit on running backs. I got some time. I got 6 people queued up. I got 6 people queued up. You know, half of those go. One just went right there. Yeah, I'll take Mr. McLaurin. Scary Terry.
All right.
I like that there.
I mean, you look at Cooper. Cooper should have a good year. Allen Robinson should have a good year. Evans should continue to do what he did last year, which was pretty good.
Yeah,
Big question right there, Julio. That might be a little early.
See, I don't want Julio, but I'm looking at Russell Gage. A lot of people are overlooking him because I think he gets his position. Like
your next pick?
No,
Oh,
way
okay.
too high.
Okay.
I'm just saying in general. I think he got a bump in value. A lot of people missed because if Julio leaves, which I'm pretty sure he's gonna. Yeah, Allen Robinson. I think Robert Woods is gonna have a good year this year.
Oh yeah. I mean, you got DJ Moore right there. I see last year as his floor with Darnold.
Oh, freezing up. I got Pitts. I'm going to take Woods.
Oh, okay. It's a good pick. I like Woods, but I mean, with Allen Robinson there, I'd have probably taken him.
I think with Matthew Stafford, I think he's going to be safe.
There definitely isn't going to be favoritism.
His upside's not there, which is what you're looking for in best ball, but I can draft less people at this position.
I think he has great upside.
Well, we'll see. I took him over Allen Robinson. That was a hard call to me. CeeDee Lamb,
Yeah,
DJ
that's
Moore, Adam Thielen. I think that's a no-brainer. I don't think, that's how they're ranked on my screen. I wouldn't put those guys together.
Still got Josh Jacobs. He probably won't make it.
Yeah, I'm looking at that starting to dwindle down. So I want to grab a tight end and then grab one of these running backs to solidify that group. And then I can just go hard on wide receivers, which I think people have very difficult times evaluating.
Yeah, some guys are down there.
So I might actually double dip at tight end.
It's Pat.
And then just say I'm good there.
I like Kyler Murray.
Yeah, if you're gonna take a quarterback, you gotta have
he
one of
has
those
number
upside.
one upside.
Yeah, I think Kyler Murray should be up there with Josh Allen. I think Allen's gonna have a little bit of regression this year.
I'm not a big fan of Thielen. You got Lockett. He should do pretty good. I mean, he's pretty consistent. Cooper Kupp, he should do fine. He took Cooper Kupp. Okay. So you got these running backs. You got Josh Jacobs. I like Josh Jacobs. I think a lot of people are scared because of Kenyon Drake, but
I'm not afraid.
I think he should be fine.
Chase Edmonds almost
Maybe
took his
less
job.
receiving work, but I mean, he should be just fine. I'll take Murray and I'll take Josh Jacobs.
Yeah, those running backs
Liking my
starting to go
team
off
so
the board.
far. So right now I got Murray, Cook, Josh Jacobs, Justin Jefferson, George Kittle. I like that.
I can either solidify my running backs or my tight ends and then just really hope on receivers. Which is why I took Woods. He's safe. I can wait on quarterback. Probably 2 more rounds. I'm going to try.
Yeah, you can wait on quarterbacks a while depending on who you want, but there's still upside down there.
Well, I got 6 picks away. I got 3 running backs left on my list, so I'm going to have to grab one of those guys, whoever's left. I'd be okay with James Conner. I think he's getting a lot of hate for no reason. I really like Javonte Williams, and I don't know if he's going to last. But Trey Sermon, he's got potential, but he's also got potential to the down. As my number 3, I'm okay with that.
Pick.
I'm okay with that. But if I nail James Conner right here, none of my running backs have the same bye week. I think they're all safe. I could potentially grab him and then just say I'm done with running back. It's kind of risky if someone gets hurt, but it would load me up everywhere else. If they all make it to me, I'm going to have to go with Javonte just because.
What tight ends are there? You got Mark Andrews, you got Hawkinson.
Yeah, that's all I got. I'm going to have to grab
tight
one
ends
of
are going
them.
to start falling.
I know.
Right here, too.
I think I like Hawkinson more just because Goff is just, he likes his tight ends.
Yeah. The Baltimore's starting to get crowded.
So I'm actually going to grab Hawkinson first because there's less tight ends available. I want to make sure I get one of each position.
Gotta look ahead.
Now, unless they do 3 running backs in a row here, which they could, but they'd have to be my 3. And I know there's big gaps in between my picks.
Andrews, I'm pretty sure. Yeah,
Andrews
there you
is
go.
going,
Yeah.
See, that's why I took a tight end
I could
first.
see Font. Maybe Goddard.
Yeah. There's Hunt. I might be able to wait another round for these, but that would be risky.
Wait another round for who?
For these running backs.
I mean, if you're trying to get Javonte, you gotta get him now. You're not gonna get him.
No, I
next
won't
time.
get Javonte, and I'll probably lose out on Sermon, but I don't think anybody's going to take James
Probably.
Conner. And I don't think I necessarily need James Conner.
Maybe. I can still use a running back.
I'll take Javonte. I like his upside.
Yeah. So I got 8 picks. I need some receivers. I could use a running back. I'm not against it. I mean, you got Sermon there. I like him.
I'm not
But
gonna
other than him, I'm not sure if I can take another guy right there.
Ooh, they just took him. I was going to say, I'm not going to take
DJ
Sutton.
Chark. I mean, you still got Robbie Anderson here. If he makes it,
Yeah,
that's
I
a
totally
great
forgot
pick.
about Robbie.
He's
Robbie's
so
not gonna
low
make
in
it.
best ball.
He's not going to make it. He's going to be gone. If you don't take him, someone will take him.
Even in the 6th round, that's still low. He should be
Above Brandon
3rd round
Ayuk.
at least.
He should be above Brandon Ayuk, but
Absolutely. He's above all these guys right here.
yeah, I would love to have Robbie.
Mm-hmm. Got Juju. Took Juju over Robbie.
Yeah, that's sad. Honestly.
Come on.
Steelers for life. He's a homer.
I doubt
He
he's
should
going
have
to
called
take.
that.
He might take a receiver. Well, he probably will take a receiver. Question is who.
Yeah, there's some homers in this one. Look, Herbert.
I really want Robbie.
Yeah.
He might take Ayuk. If I can get Robbie and Ayuk, I'd be happy with that. I like Debo too back there.
I like Chark with Lawrence.
They got Marvin Jones. I mean, maybe.
I mean, yeah.
He could
I'd
move his
rather,
number 2, might
I
be
would
better.
rather take a late
He
round
took
shot.
DJ Chark. All right, I'll take
I would
that.
rather take a late round shot on Laviscus Chenault.
All right, so you got Ayuk.
You gotta take Robbie right here, dude. He deserves the first.
I got
First.
No. I want to get him in the 7th. Even better deal.
He deserves a 6th round.
I'm gonna take
Right.
Ayuk. I'm gonna take Robbie. Got Robbie in the 7th.
Yeah, that's a steal.
I mean, he's gonna be a top 12 receiver. I don't see how he's not.
I can argue top 6.
Possibly. I mean, you look at what he did with the Jets and Darnold. He should do better than that on the Panthers.
Well, yeah, last year he was like the number 1 wide receiver for most of the season. And now you hook him up with the deep threat. I like that.
Yeah, that team's looking really good in Carolina.
So there's a lot. I'm really thin at wide receiver.
There's guys there. I mean, you got Brandon Cooks there. He's pretty low, and he should get solid volume and be consistent as long as he doesn't get hurt.
Russell Wilson's on the board. Yeah, I can still wait on quarterback.
Yeah, Russell Wilson goes pretty late.
James Conner's still there.
Who's still there? You got Goddard at tight end. You got Fan at tight end. I would take both of them as my second. I like that.
Yeah, I think I can wait for fucking Gesicki.
Probably
I mean,
won't
I
make
don't
it
have
to
a
me,
problem
though.
with Ingram. I don't have a problem with Herndon. If they're not, I'm leaning on him to be like.
What do you think about
the
Logan
guy.
Thomas?
I like his position. I don't know. I don't know if I trust him.
I think it's a good sleeper pick.
Oh, I do too.
Yeah.
I just wouldn't trust him this high. I think I have to take
It's
James
not that
Conner
high.
just on principle.
Took him there. That seems kind of high, too.
I'm getting really laggy.
Are you?
Yeah. Landry, Cooks, Waddle, Chenault. I just don't like the value here. Like a wide receiver, there was really on the top. I'm going to have to take a bunch of these guys. But if I solidify everywhere else, I can just be super risky at wide receiver and just go ham all over, get 10 wide receivers and hope one of them has a good game.
Best ball, take shots.
There's a lot of people at tight end and quarterback, though, that I don't know if it's worth. So if I take Fant in Denver, I already have Javante. So I'm going to take Gesicki. I'm going to take Gesicki because I didn't get that running back. And I don't want to double dip too much. It limits upside if you have people on the same team unless you can combo them. You know, for Aaron Jones to have a big game, you need him to run the ball.
Yeah.
Right. So
Usually.
if you have Aaron Rodgers in, it's not that he's going to do bad, but your upside is, you know, your Hail Mary throw is, oh, they're just going to run the ball every play. So you want the running back. You don't want those to interfere with each other. So now I'm going to...
I'm not liking these running backs here. I think I might wait at running back. Curtis Samuel still there. Landry, he's safe, but I don't like that pick. I'd take Cooks. I think he'd be a good pick.
Depends on who the quarterback is there.
Pittman. Yeah, Fant's on the board. I wouldn't mind him. He's about the last tight end, and then it kind of drops off. Quarterback. Yeah, you got Burrow, Rodgers.
So I'm completely done at running back.
How many you got?
4. But I have 4 that could start.
Oh, he should definitely take Fant right here.
There's a lot of low running back guys
Yeah,
I'd like to take a shot on, but
darn.
Waddle.
So, I don't like the tight ends that are there. I'm going to go tight end.
I think Ingram will be all right.
Maybe, but not right here. I'm not going to take him. I like Pittman. I think he has a lot of upside there. Because what other receiver do they have, really? I'll take him. Really need a running back, but I'm not liking any of these guys. I mean, I guess David Johnson's the starter, but I don't really want that.
Mecole Hartman, upside.
I could reach. I like Gainwell, but that's a big pick.
I should grab one of these safe floor guys too, in case all my boom bust players boom and
yeah, I guess I'll take Gainwell. It's really early, but I don't like any of these guys. His upside's pretty huge there. I mean, Sanders, he could get hurt again, or he could just take the job from him, maybe. Could just doing what the Eagles do and just split carries, and I'll take that too. At least in best ball. You have to guess which week he's going to get.
I don't like Marquise Brown, but I think he has potential to get a 100-yard touchdown pass, so you got to have him, because when he does that, I want those points.
Yeah.
If he does it once the year,
he take
at least
kicks
I
back?
have it. Huh?
Does he take kicks back?
I'm not sure.
That's a big bonus.
Marquise Brown, I don't think he does. I don't remember who their kick returner is. So I think I'm going to go Mecole Hartman if he's there. I could see Hill getting hurt.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, right there, maybe. What about Corey Davis? He's the number 1 in the Jets, right?
Yeah, but how many touchdowns are they going to? He's a touchdown guy.
I don't see any of the number 1s here, though. I mean, I guess you could say maybe Brown, maybe Marvin Jones.
Yeah, I'm just looking for... I can get risky now because I have so many picks allocated to wide receiver. I could just get a whole bunch of risky guys that have high upside, like Marquise Brown and Mecole Hardman. You know, it's kind of the same thing I did with running back, but if you wanted to flip-flop that, you know, then you want some safe guys. You know, Aaron Jones, safe guy. James Conner, safe guy. I think it's kind of the same thing. Oh, he took Mecole Hardman. I don't really see a lot of upside potential here left. I don't want...
Latavius Murray's still there.
Well, I'm going to diverge. Take Matthew Stafford.
Ooh. Over Joe Burrow?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Stafford with that offense. Burrow was next.
There you go.
I didn't really want to take a quarterback there, but I didn't like my upside at wide receiver. I'm good at running back. And tight ends I want to wait on a little bit longer so I could nab a good quarterback. I think Matthew Stafford's going to have a good season.
Yeah, I definitely see him having a good season. I mean, I like Woods there.
I'd have been happy with Fitzmagic. I'd have been happy with, Big Ben.
2 picks.
Way down there.
Picks.
But like I said, my upside is what I'm looking for
Yeah,
at wide
Marvin
receiver.
Jones, I don't like that. There's Jalen Rager, Bateman. I guess Ruggs would be
Oh, I
a big play guy.
just got Ruggs on my list. Yeah, I'm just going through. I want like
Yeah. There's Latavius Murray. He's safe if you need a running back, but I kind of need a running back, but that's just, it's not enough upside. I guess if Kamara goes down, he's pretty big.
now in OTAs, Elijah Moore got
He took
number
Trey
one
Lance.
reps, and he caught
I'm going to take Ruggs.
8 of 20 throws on first team reps. So I think they're gonna take their pick, Elijah Moore, and he might get a lot of snaps, which kind of hurts Crowder.
Maybe. I'm going to take the running back. I can get him later. I'm going to take another tight end here. I like Jonnu. I think he has a lot of upside weekly with touchdowns.
Add to my queue, bro. There you go.
All right.
Yeah, there's nothing for a little while. I do like some of these guys, but I might just solidify my tight end group here. And then I just have wide receiver and quarterback. I could probably solidify both, and then just the rest of the draft just start going wide receiver. Ridiculous, crazy.
Yeah.
It's a little thin, but
It's thin everywhere that late.
so if I have no injuries, I think the tight end's fine, as is.
It always looks good if you don't get injuries.
Yeah, you have to account, because once you get an injury, like you're hurt the rest of the way because you have nobody.
Yep.
It's a big goose egg.
I mean, I imagine he'd take Evan Ingram.
I mean, if I was still in the market, I think Nyheim Hines this late is pretty good.
Yeah. That'd be a good pick. I mean, you got Jamal Williams there for Detroit. He should get a little bit. J.D. McKissick. He seems like a good pick, too. If he can stay healthy. I like Lindsey. I don't expect Johnson to be the guy the whole year. And I mean, they got Mark Ingram. Not worried about him a whole lot. Lindsey could emerge to get a good amount of this backfield.
So, yeah, I'm happy with my running backs. I could afford an injury and still be happy with it. I'm happy with my tight ends. I could afford an injury and still be happy with it. So I think I'm done with both of those. I got Stafford to rely on, so back to the wide receivers. I think I'm going to take the underrated Gage, who when Julio leaves, he's going to have that role solidified, which I think he did good last year, and he's a real young guy.
Yeah.
So he could I think he could grow next to Ridley.
Yeah, they could.
Tight end's done.
They got two tight ends there. They could do two tight end sets with Hurst.
Yeah, that's the only thing, is I don't know how that's going to play out. They have 4 good options.
All right. I like Darnold down there, especially since I have Anderson to pair them up with each other. I'd like that.
That's a good pair.
As far as running backs, I mean, Hines is still there. I like Hawkins, but he'd probably still be there the next time I picked.
Speaking of which, Ryan Fitzpatrick I was looking at, because I would like to pair him with McLaurin. I got Stafford paired with Woods. But I don't know if he's necessarily better than like a Big Ben. Which Big Ben is low.
There's Jamal. There was Mims. All right. Singletary.
So yeah, I'm just gonna rank up some of these quarterbacks, and I'm just gonna ignore them until there's only one or two left and just...
Yeah, Mon-Ra. I like Mon-Ra. I think he can start.
Now, the way I'm going to do this is I'm going to have the wide receivers highlighted, and I'm going to keep it as ranked. Because I don't have these ranks this way, but this is what everybody's looking at. So I'm going to use this to get the value.
Take Darnold. And my next pick, I think I can get him the next time I pick, so I'm going to take Hines here because he's definitely not going to be there, and that's a lot of upside with the receiving work. So
8 picks away,
2,
8
4,
picks.
5, 2.
Now, this is the thing. I'm going to have to go ahead and take this Terence Marshall. He came...
Like Terence?
Oh, yeah, I love him. I think DJ Moore got screwed. I think he's drafted too high, and I don't think anybody realizes it, but this is a Matt Rule system. Well, where did he get that system? Joe Brady? Well, where did Terence Marshall come from? Joe Brady's system. He's walking in here and already understands the offense.
I mean, yeah, that's pretty big if he can understand the offense day one.
The reason Robbie Anderson took over from DJ Moore is because Robbie Anderson played in that system in college. So DJ Moore had to catch up.
Yeah.
Maybe he caught up. But this kid, he's already there.
I mean, you look last year, he got better as the year went on. So it looked like he started to really understand it.
I think he might be slow. But I think once he starts going, I think he's going to be a safe pick. And right here, I don't know, man. I don't know if I like a lot of... I don't trust Brashad Perriman.
No.
I would rather take...
I like Mon-Ra.
I do like Mon-Ra. I do like Jameson Crowder, but it scares me with the OTAs.
Mm-hmm. I like Amari Rodgers way down there, especially if Aaron Rodgers ends up playing. He could end up being the number 2, which I think would be huge on that offense with him.
Yeah, I think I'm going to go with Shepard, though. I like Kadarius Toney.
Mm-hmm.
I like Crowder. I like Amon-Ra. I like Christian Kirk. I like some of these names around here, but I think Sterling Shepard, he's going to have the most benefit from Saquon coming back and Galladay there.
Yeah, but they got Toney.
Yeah, but Tony's a rookie. Shepard's he's a veteran. He's gonna have to earn that position on the field. I think Shepard's gonna have a majority of those snaps.
Maybe. Seven picks.
McLaurin, Woods, Marquise Brown, Russell Gage, Terrence Marshall, Sterling Shepard.
If I can get him on Ron, my next pick, I like that. And
none of them.
Definitely going to go Javian Hawkins.
None of them have the same buy. So I got 6 wide receivers. None of them have the same buy.
That's pretty good.
Maximizing that upside.
There you go.
Because you want competition. You want got to have a better game than another guy so you get those points.
Yeah, there goes Perriman.
Well, I'm going to run, I'm going to grab a quarterback and then another wide receiver. And I mean, that's pretty much all she wrote. I'm just drafting best player available at that point.
Right. Here we go. Cole Kmet. All right.
Is Herndon still on the board?
Oh, yeah.
I would rather have Herndon than Cole Kmet.
I'd rather have Herndon. I think Cole Kmet, yeah.
Actually, I really like Herndon this year because I think he's got the skill set. And the offense they ran under douchebag is not tight end friendly. However, this 49er offense that's coming into the Jets, well, I think they need a Kittle. And right now, the only one on the roster is Herndon. I'm not saying he's going to be as good as Kittle.
I mean, yeah.
But he's going to benefit from that type of system.
You got Tim Tebow down there at tight end.
That's it. That's in Jacksonville. I don't think Jacksonville's ever had a tight end in the last.
Do you think he actually plays a game in the regular season?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, I think he's all right, too. I wouldn't draft him in fantasy.
In best ball, if he
old.
does end up making the team, I would draft him just because they would have to make him play quarterback at some point. in some sort of special thing that they do for a play.
And
that's a lot of upside for a guy.
There is a red flag. Oh, there's my quarterback.
There's one.
There's a red flag.
So Monrod did make it.
Tim Tebow is drafted,
and then
or not drafted, but signed for the preseason, like the Patriots did.
I'm gonna take
He's
Hawkins
a
there.
Great locker room guy. So if anything, you get Tim Tebow, you put him on your team, you have him go through training camp. He's a good locker room guy. He's going to get the best out of your players, and then you cut him. I mean, that's
so he doesn't play in the regular season.
I'm just saying, that's what I think could happen.
I mean, I don't see him playing with him, but if he does, that's good value.
I mean, they very well could have called him and said, "Hey, man,
I mean, he played quarterback for him.
You're not playing baseball anymore. Do you want just some money?"
I think he already has money.
I don't know. He's got a lot of his opportunities are gone. Like, hey, man, one more chance at money. We're not going to use you at quarterback. We don't want that controversy with him, but we want you in the locker room. So just play like a tight end. You're not going to make the team. Be the best locker room guy you can be. Those conversations happen. I'm not saying it did happen, but I could see that being a conversation. Locker room guys are very important.
I guess we needed money. But I think for him to come back and not play quarterback and be a tight end, there had to be some kind of, hey, I want to play.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, I said since he was drafted to Denver, guy should just play tight end.
That's what everybody said. Yeah, he should have. He'd probably still be playing right now. Maybe not very successful, but he'd probably still be playing.
2 picks away from solidifying Ben Roethlisberger, who has one of the easiest schedules for a quarterback this year.
I don't know. He might be at that cliff.
Oh, yeah, I definitely think he could get sacked and be done, too. But this is Bestball League. He's going to be my number 2, and he's got plenty upside.
Yeah.
If he gets drafted in one of these 2 picks,
what about Jameis Winston right there? If he ends up being the quarterback for him, that's pretty big.
Yeah, but he is the quarterback. So all I'm trying to accomplish with this pick is solidify it so I go back to wide receiver.
Is this your second or third?
The second.
I think you can just... I'd still take a shot.
Oh, how far A.J. Green has fallen. It's funny. I got 9 months ago, I said A.J. Green was done. I wouldn't even want him on my roster. I got so much fire for that. So much heat. He didn't perform. I think he had one game where he did average for the rest of the season.
And
now we're playing best ball, and he's still on the clock. He's still in there.
I mean, you got Ebron there.
I would rather have Ebron than A.J. Green. A.J. Green's done. He's been done for a year.
I mean, yeah. Going to Arizona isn't really going to change anything. Dawson Knox, I kind of like him, but he hasn't really done a whole lot.
I think Herndon should not be on the board right now.
You think he's going to do that good?
I think he should be drafted already. Yeah. I don't need a tight end.
I kind of like Brevin Jordan down there. But without Watson, no quarterback, I don't think tight ends are going to do a whole lot.
Yeah, well, if anybody waited on tight end, I am not going to let him luck out with a Herndon. I'm going to take that out of spite. I'm a little thin at running back.
De'Ami Brown.
But, I mean,
If Patrick there, it might work. Brian Edwards, is he still the guy in Vegas?
I think so. Slot guy.
Dwayne Eskridge, I like him. Good offense, good quarterback. Maybe Amari Rodgers. As long as Rodgers plays.
Well, this is the thing. If Amari Rodgers is that high, why is I would rather have Alan Lazard.
I wouldn't. He's been there long enough and hasn't staked his claim.
I suppose. He still was okay.
Because of Rodgers.
Well, yeah, but I'm just saying.
That's why I'll take Amari, because I think he has more upside than Lazard.
I mean, he wasn't good.
No. You got McKinnon there. I mean, the Chiefs trade for McKinnon. He's backing up Clyde. That could be a lot of upside right there. Tevin Coleman will probably get his throughout the year, but doesn't excite him. Ramondre. Could be a touchdown monster. Ooh, there goes Ebron.
I really believe Marlon Mack is going to get a piece of that. I think it's going to be a timeshare. I really do. I have no information to back that
up. If it's timeshare between them two, it's also Hines too.
Well, I think Hines is going to be the third down back. I think Marlon Mack's going to timeshare with him. I think it's going to be like a 70-30 split, but I think he's going to get 30%.
Man, the tight ends are horrible down there. Guess I'll just avoid them.
I might take a shot on Ty Johnson with the last pick.
Quarterback. Might pick Amari Rodgers still there. I'll take Amari Rodgers. Then
Derek Carr's on the board.
Yeah, I was looking at him. I mean, you got Goff, you got Newton. I like Newton. If he plays a whole year, those rushing touchdowns are big.
I don't think he plays the whole year.
He might. I mean, especially if we get Julio with all those rumors, I think it's going to be hard not to play him because he shouldn't really have a bad game. Yeah, I think I'll do that. He's my third, so I can take that hit if he doesn't work out.
There's definitely not a lot down there.
No. So we got one more round?
I think you pick 18.
Yeah.
So there's two more players.
Well, I got one more. I already picked 17.
Yeah, I got two. I could see Roethlisberger getting hurt, but I don't think Stafford's going to get hurt. That guy could break both his legs and he'll play football.
I could definitely see Kittle getting hurt.
Not much of the wide receiver. I'm just going to sit here like that then. I'm a little thin at running back, but you know what? I'm going to take a shot anyway.
You got Thaddeus Moss. I kind of like him as a sleeper tight end. He hasn't really done anything because he was injured his rookie year, but he links back up with Burrow.
I took him.
There's no competition there at tight end, so he should be on the field.
Took him. Byron Edwards. I don't know who I should take at wide receiver now. KJ Hamler?
What about Eskridge?
Sammy Watkins? I don't know, man.
The
Eskridge?
speedster, that's a lot of upside with Wilson. I mean, you look at their offense, just bomb it, run the ball, bomb it, run the ball.
Yeah, that's DK Metcalf. They're throwing a DK over that kid. You want to talk about inside speed? It's Lockett. He's not going to get the ball over Lockett. He'll be a third guy like a James Washington in the Steelers. I like him. I think he'll do okay, but not in a best ball league.
I think he's made for a best ball league. You're not going to know when to play him.
I think I'm going to take a shot on Van Jefferson.
I mean, go on whoever here.
Because Stafford, I think Stafford's going to have more touchdowns. It's going to be...
Got Cephas. Najee, Salvan Ahmad. He could do something, especially if Gaskins get hurt.
Yeah, Anthony Miller's not sexy. I need somebody who can...
Justin Jackson. Eckler gets hurt. He should step in.
2-2. Van Jefferson. Scotty Miller.
Yeah.
I need someone potential here.
For receiver?
Maybe James Washington would be safe.
He's the fourth?
Yeah.
That's
He
not...
did good.
I'd rather have
year.
Cephas
Preston
than
Williams.
Coming off injury.
James Washington had 30 receptions for 400 yards and 5 touchdowns. Preston Williams. Van Jefferson, 2-2. Greg Ward.
Who's your auto? Got Van. All right.
Van. I was going to switch to Tutu, but I clicked James Washington. I couldn't get to it fast enough. That's all right.
I'd rather have Van than Washington. At least he's the
I wanted
third.
Tutu.
Oh, you wanted Tutu.
I wanted Tutu Atwell.
Where'd Tutu go?
So, of my receivers, I have 3 goal lines. 2 inside fast guys. Well, 1 inside fast guy. No, yeah, 2 inside fast guys and 2 outside fast guys. So, it's a good mix.
All right, I get the last pick. I like it.
I'm projected 2,546.
That's it? I have no idea what I'm projected.
It says underneath your little dog picture. It says
Oh,
pick position and then projected.
I got 2759.
Nice.
Yeah.
So you guys can let us know in
9
the comments. What did we do wrong? Who do you think has a better team? What would you have done?
I don't think you can do anything different. This is perfect.
I think I'm pretty happy with my team.
I like my team. Go through it once we finish here.
Yeah, 4 more picks. I think Sammy Watkins with the Baltimore Ravens
It's going to be nothing.
is the worst combination of both.
He should have stayed in Kansas City.
Baltimore doesn't throw very well to the receivers. Sammy Watkins doesn't catch very well. You put those two together, I don't know, over under 20 catches on the season.
Ooh. Ooh. Yeah. It might be under.
I'm gonna say
I think it might be under.
I'm gonna say a quarter of all his catches are touchdowns. I think he gets 5 catches on the season and he has like 1 touchdown.
Maybe.
He's only gonna be good in the red zone.
It's probably going to come week 1.
He can't get open. He can't fight for the ball. He can't even catch. But if he's standing in the end zone and everyone's expecting a run, maybe.
Open.
Maybe.
All right, last pick. I got Thaddeus Moss.
You want to talk about a bust?
All right, so who are your quarterbacks? Start there.
I have Stafford and Roethlisberger.
Just 2?
Yes.
All right. I got Kyler Murray, Sam Darnold, and Cam Newton.
Okay.
I took 3.
I think with that style, you're gonna have pretty much Kyler Murray. He's your guy.
Yeah.
Which isn't a bad thing because he's so good.
Yeah, and he
But
can
he's the
run.
guy.
But I like Darnold because he should have a few weeks where he
takes
goes off, and he has Anderson. Well, I have him on my receiver, and I think that's a good combo to have.
I think Big Ben has potential to be number 1 a quarterback top 12.
With the weapons there, he does, but I'm not sure he can reach it.
I think Stafford with the better system and more weapons,
He should
I think
be
he's higher.
solid.
I think between the two fighting it out constantly, I only really have to rely on one guy twice.
Mm-hmm.
On week 11, I have to rely on Big Ben, and week 7, I have to rely on Stafford. Now, if I was doing this for big money, I would have my sheet where I knew who they were playing, things like that. So I'd be like, okay, I need Big Ben week 11. They're going against blah, blah, blah. You know. What do you got for running back?
Running back, I got Dalvin Cook, Josh Jacobs, Kenny Gainwell, Naeem Hines, and Javian Hawkins.
Okay.
Got solid 2, and then just kind of taking some shots after that.
Now, you can only start 2 running backs.
Mm-hmm.
So it's going to be the 2 best.
Yeah.
So I have Joe Mixon, Aaron Jones, Javonte Williams, James Conner, and then Ty Johnson.
Yeah, those top 3 are definitely solid. I mean, James Conner, that's still a question mark, but he should do just fine.
I think James Conner will do
yeah.
great. I think Javonte Williams and James Conner are going to have high floors. I think their ceilings are capped, but they're going to have high floors. Now, Joe Mixon and Aaron Jones, they have high ceilings.
Oh, yeah, they
So
absolutely have
I
high
like
ceilings.
to pair those 2 with those 2. That way I should always get decent production.
Yeah.
And then Ty Johnson, complete shot in the dark. Nobody was going to draft him. I took him real late because he could be the guy. I doubt it, but
All right. So who you got receiver?
Terry McLaurin, Robert Woods, Marquise Brown, Russell Gage, Terence Marshall Jr., Sterling Shepard, and Van Jefferson.
Taking some shots there.
I am, but I took a lot of them.
Yeah, I mean, you got two receivers who should be pretty consistent, and after that is just really any guy that produces that given week.
Yeah.
I mean, for my receivers, I got Justin Jefferson, Brandon Ayuk, Robbie Anderson, Michael Pittman, Henry Ruggs, Amon-Ra, Amari Rogers.
Yeah, I think Ruggs is an ideal person for best ball.
Yeah.
I think Robbie Anderson is a good. You got two.
Yeah, I got him as my
solid.
third. Like, that's just a steal right there.
I think McLaurin is going to be fine. Robert Woods will be fine. I think Marquise Brown has your high boom bust.
3-4 games a year.
Yeah, maybe 3 games. I think Russell Wilson's going to have a decent floor, but he doesn't have any upside.
He has a high floor. He does have upside, but it might not be very consistent, but he has a high floor.
So I took him as the opposite of Marquise Brown, where Marquise Brown could put up 0. I think if everybody puts up 0, Russell Gage will have a floor to lean on. Terence Marshall, I took a shot with, but I think that offense is going to be explosive this year, and I wanted a piece of it. I really wanted Robbie, couldn't get him. And then Sterling Shepard, a good number 2.
He should start out as the number 2 unless Tony just takes off.
Well, it's going to auto-start whoever.
I mean, yeah.
But Sterling Shepard I thought was pretty safe because he played the whole season as the guy.
Was he the guy?
He was the guy.
I thought Tate was the guy.
Tate was a slot guy.
They had
I'm talking
Slayton
about
too.
Outside.
I don't know.
So I think Kenny Galladay going in there, I think it puts him in a better spot. If anything, his floor is what he did last year. And Van Jefferson's just a shot in the dark. I have, Matthew Stafford, so I like to combo. So I comboed him with Robert Woods.
With the receivers, yeah.
Right? And then that's why I kind of wanted James Washington, combo with Big Ben. But there's not huge upside with James Washington. He's just a really good third down, get a first down guy. They have too many weapons there.
That's about it. What about tight end?
Tight end, I have T.J. Hawkinson, Mike Gesicki, Evan Ingram, and Chris Herndon.
You got 4 tight ends. 4. Wow, you got 3 good tight ends, and then you got a 4th on top of it.
Well, the thing is I know I have 2 good ones, and I took Evan Ingram just to solidify the group.
Yeah, and then
Herndon was just undervalued in my opinion.
I'd have definitely taken a receiver right there.
I didn't like anybody available, but yeah, ideally looking back, I shouldn't have taken Herndon. I should have took some wide receiver somewhere else.
Yeah. But I got George Kittle, Jonnu Smith, and Thaddeus Moss. I mean, Kittle should be solid the whole year. I shouldn't really have to start anybody else. If I do, Jonnu should have touchdown upside, which I like. And then Thaddeus Moss, just a complete shot in the dark. I mean, linking back up with Joe Burrow. They don't have a tight end there. He's going to start, I would imagine.
Now the starting on this game, they give a flex too, right?
Yes.
So I got potential for a running back flex. I got potential for a wide receiver flex. And I got potential for a tight end flex, which is kind of what I wanted. I wanted not to rely too much on one position, but having 4 tight ends when I was that thin at wide receiver, probably not a good idea. But I think I got 2 definitely to start every week at wide receiver.
Yeah.
So let me know what you guys think. Who had a better team? That's the show for this week. If you want to be a part of the giveaway, we have Hopkins, Juju Smith-Schuster, and Alvin Kamara signed jerseys. If you want sheets, draft sheets, guides, analytics, whatever we have, join us at Patreon. It's $1 a month. Gives you access to all those things. I'll see you next week.